Thursday, February 22nd, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, there is a significant weather event unfolding over North America right now. I'm going to get to that here in just a minute. It's very rare. It could turn into a very big deal, and I'm going to share with you what I know about what's going on and what to prepare for, possibly. But first, I want to clear up some slight misconfusion, and it's my fault. I did a video earlier about a ice storm over Fort Worth, and I actually meant to title it Near Fort Worth. The ice storm was in a community, or actually it was more than just this community, but it was just to the west and northwest of Fort Worth. The gentleman that sent me the video, very nice man, he stated Fort Worth in the video as a landmarker. So somebody from, let's say, Montana or New York watching the video could associate a general location. But it's right outside of Fort Worth in a community called Willow Park, right here. And you can see how close it is to Fort Worth. This is where the video was actually taken. So I apologize if there was any misconfusion. It was done unintentionally. This is the video that I put up with the ice storm near Fort Worth. So it was not exactly over Fort Worth, but very close. So I apologize for the confusion if there was any, and please accept my humble apologies. Now to the current weather situation over the Midwest United States. We talked about this yesterday, and these are the river gauges that extend from northern Michigan down to Dallas. And in fact, it looks like they're now in parts of southern Texas, which is not surprising. There's a big event going on right now, and it's a little difficult to see. Doesn't happen very often, but it has happened in the past. And that's part of what's going on here. These are river gauges. The orange, yellow, red, and purples are rivers that are experiencing some degree of flooding. Another thing that's compounding the situation that was pointed out to be by a young lady by the name of Rose up in Elkhart, where they got 3.6 inches of rain today, or actually, yesterday. The ground is frozen in some places. So that, the ground is unable to absorb any water. It's frozen. It's just like being saturated. So you can get 2 inches of rain and have a flood because the ground is frozen. So it's a very unique situation, and it's more than just unique. And let me share that with you. First, here's a couple of pictures from the Illinois River at Ottawa. And you can see it's out of its banks. These pictures were sent in today. I think the gentleman's name is Jim. Thank you for the pictures. I appreciate it. We always appreciate pictures here. Where are we going here? All right. This map here shows a pattern. And this pattern, you can't see the mechanics that are driving these patterns that are delivering all of this moisture that's coming to the Midwest. And it's only going to continue through the weekend. And here's your drivers. You have a big high pressure here on the right and a low pressure here on the left. They meet in the middle. This high pressure is pulling in moisture from way down through the Yucatan, and they call that a Maya Express when this happens. And this doesn't happen very often. That's why you haven't probably heard of it. It happened back in 2016. These things have the capability of dropping a couple of feet of rain because they will be nonstop rain for days. And it's called a Maya Express. March of 2016, there was one of these events, and the setup was pretty much identical to what we're seeing now. And they're calling these storms when they do happen, like this one here in March of 2016. It was a 1 in 500 to a 1 in 1,000 year rain event. It dropped 2 feet of rain near Schwartz, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Shreveport. You can see this is where the bulk of the rain from that system ended up. The system that we're looking at right now is a little bit bigger, and there's things that are compounding the situation, making it even worse, because some parts of the area, or some parts of this area, let me show you on a map real quick. in this area here, the ground is frozen. So it's difficult for the water to be managed properly. It gets out of hand. That's why I put 600 plus counties, because of frozen ground. This water can go anywhere because there's no way to manage it. It's getting out of the streams, rivers, and lakes anyway. And it's also ponding on frozen ground. So it could, I'm not saying that it will, but it could affect up to 600, or actually over 600 counties. It just depends. You don't know where all of this rain is going to go. Like back in 2016, the bulk of it went here. You know, there's several counties in here. Some counties were affected more than others. We're looking at 13 states being affected by it in some capacity. I could have went 14, but I didn't. I just kept it real. There's 13 states that are definitely going to be impacted by it. I could have put 14. With New York, it's dealing with some flooding right now of its own. But kind of a big deal, and you don't hear about these very often. The one, like I said, in March of 2016, they're calling that a 1 in a 500 to 1,000 year storm. So will this be a repeat? I don't know. Hopefully not. But things are looking like it could. A Maya Express is underway, and that is a very unusual weather phenomenon. And that's what we're right in the middle of right now. So look for more rain for the next 3 days at least in the same areas over and over and over again. And in fact, they have an example here. There's the drivers that I just showed you, and we currently have those in position. And we saw this earlier yesterday. The moisture was just being pumped up like a fire hose into this area here, and it's coming up from even deeper south. It's a big, strong system. So anyway, just a big heads up, guys. If you're in these areas, just know that these rivers are going to continue to rise and reach new levels. I'm not saying they're going to reach record levels, but they very well could. Very well could. And like Rose had pointed out, the ground being frozen does not help matters either. So big heads up, a Maya Express is underway. And you can see it right here. Look, see the high coming down, pulling it up through the Yucatan? That's where the Maya were at. And then it's up, converging with this low, and it's creating moisture, and a lot of it, bringing up moisture. So it's going to stay in place for a few days. So just a big heads up, Maya Express underway. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you haven't checked out the website, by all means do. MrMBB333.com, your one-stop space weather shop. All of the tabs here you see are live space weather, solar wind, Earth's vital signs with respect to space weather, the geomagnetic K index, solar flares. These are your ACE instruments that gives you a variety of different data related to solar wind, the ionosphere. Everything here is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. One click away from real-time data. Don't forget to check out the daily report. There's new reports updated daily, sometimes multiple times a day. Moon phase, Schumann resonance down here. Real-time, up-to-date every hour. Actually, probably every 10 minutes. Then the wonderful sky phenomenon photo gallery that you guys are sending in some awesome pictures. Keep them coming when you see them, and we'll put them in the gallery. It was updated again today. We update it every day. You guys are quite outstanding. I just received a excellent picture from D. Fine from Mesa that it's really neat. It's going in the Sky Phenomenon Gallery here in about less than 30 minutes. So anyway, if you haven't checked out the website, by all means do. Bookmark it. Check it every day. It's your one-stop space weather shop. Stay alert for this Maya Express, guys. This is kind of a big deal, and it is underway as I do this video, and it's not going anywhere. So just be alert if you're in this area here in the central Midwest. Thanks for watching, and as always, be safe out there.